So it's been 4 years that I completely isolated from the society. It started in 2022 when I graduated from university. So I went abroad to try to change my life. I went as a tourist first. I liked everything. I was in the biggest city, not like boring dad town like mine. I was in a very big city. It was everything cool out there. I liked so much. And I also tried to find a some job and I couldn't. There was a problem with documents, okay? So I could stay like a tourist. And then I returned and I realized everyone was just fake. All my friends, like it was a period like I already started to realize like bunch of things about people, about society, about my friends. I thought like they were my friends, but if I didn't call them, if I didn't do any activities, they wouldn't even reach out to me if they didn't have something to gain from me. I got disgusted of my bunch of relatives, like society, everything, try to find a job, like went to some job, it was a scam, like my coworkers were like very, very bad people. I got into fights almost, so then I said, oh my god, I'm done, okay? I'm done with these people, I'm done with this town, I don't wanna live here anymore. I don't wanna work here anymore because basically nothing makes sense when you don't have any friends, when everyone just betrayed you, when you don't have any funny things to do around your town. Like you're fully like, isolated yourself from everything and your energy, your mentality doesn't match anymore where you are right now, right? Like all my life I thought I'm super, super shy, super introverted guy, until I went to like huge city where every day I could go out, meet different kind of people, do different kind of activities. Wherever I go, like city was just so big. I could do anything I wanted, every day. I had money, I didn't have money. Doesn't matter, okay? I could just go approach the people, just talk, like it was amazing, And they were again returning the small depressive town, like very just even going out gonna feel depressive. Like because of you don't enjoy anything out here, right? So that's where my isolation started. So first I started to learn English. I said, okay, I'm isolated now. There's nothing to do anymore. I gotta learn English. So the level of now I'm speaking is just a result of 6 months just learning from zero. I first learned grammar, but after I could just write, I couldn't speak. And then I spent around 3 months and I spoke with the people who can also speak English. I was listening, watching movies, etc. And now I speak English. Like, and after when I just learned English, I tried to find some remote job. I tried to find a job in Upwork, Fiverr, first like web design. I have a diploma from IT, like my main specialty is IT, and mm, my major is IT. So, but I didn't like the coding, so I realized I'm more into design. So I just watched some video like how to design with Figma and this stuff, and I started to like look a job as a web designer, and I started to design. So I designed, I made up my portfolio, but I couldn't find a job. It was too complicated. It was too it was too saturated. Were a bunch of Indians who were doing the same job like with a little low price it's possible on the market. So then like I tried to again move abroad the same city where I was in last year. Again things didn't work out, so it was my final point to be fully isolated because you're mentally in another place, but physically you are in another. And your expectations, the things I'm gonna do, okay, if I'm gonna live there, everything is outside out there somewhere, but you're physically in another place. So then, I already knew I'm gonna do blogging. So I started to record some videos, with my old phone with bad camera. Of course, they didn't get any views. So then I had some money and I bought a PC. I started to do all my TV videos. Like it was like very very fun journey. I didn't post on TikTok. I didn't post on Instagram because basically there are not many people who understand English inside of my country. So I said it's just gonna attract the wrong audience. And before social media wasn't like more interest media. It was like more location media. Like and it's now different, yeah, like you can be even in Afghanistan, let's say, and if you're gonna make videos in English, you're gonna target English audience. Before it was different. So that's why I only uploaded in YouTube. I didn't get any results, so I got disappointed again. I tried to move abroad again. So, and in all this time, I was fully isolated. I didn't have any friends, no relationship at all. I just communicate with my family, and that's all. I can go outside once per 2 weeks, maybe, to buy something. That's it, like. So I'm fully isolated inside of my room most of the time. But instead of diving into depression, after YouTube, I started to do any online business possible. I remember that I designed like t-shirts in 2022 and uploaded on Redbubble. I repeated the same process. In October last year, I wrote and published my first book about my travel journeys, like any fun that I made abroad, because like I could go even abroad like 1 month. I can stay 1 month, and I touch so many funny stories, like just romance stories, some adventures. And I said, okay, I gotta write a book about this because like a lot of funny stuff happened with me. And I wrote and published my first book. I got some sales, and while I was publishing my first book, I was driving Uber because like I was very very broke, and I spent money abroad, of course, tickets, staying. I needed money, so that's it. I was going to drive my car return. Just a couple of months I did that. Then my car finally broke. So in December, when my car finally broke, like last year, so I brought my another book, which is whole my about this channel, like how to turn loneliness and boredom into power. So it's about to helping the people who are in the same position, who are lonely, alone. First of all, lonely and alone are different words. Like you can be surrounded with a bunch of people. You can work in the office where there are like 3,000 workers, for example. You can meet every day people full of energy, full of everything. But still, you can feel lonely deep down, deep inside, because maybe you feel you are underrated. Maybe you feel like people don't understand your talks. There gonna be different reasons, okay? Or you can be like me, fully alone, fully isolated, don't have anyone except your family. And but even I lived abroad, I lived alone. Even my family wasn't with me, so I was fully alone. But you don't feel online, because you got yourself. And if you realize this wisdom, like you born alone, you're gonna die alone, okay? You don't need anyone. You don't, and people are so wrong about this. People are so scared to just don't feel lonely. They attach any wrong toxic people into their lives. Toxic friends, toxic relationships when she doesn't appreciate you at all. Yeah, she's out there to use you. Your friends out there to use you. And after they are diving after they're into depression. Like why is it? Why is like a life unfair? Because you attach those things into your life, okay? Because you were so afraid of to stay lonely or alone for a while to fully realize what kind of person you are. But instead of doing that, you start to attach everyone to just feel fully. I don't know, don't feel lonely. So it's very, very stupid. And it's very, very common thing in the small towns like mine. Like literally this generation, the Gen Z is like full of shit, man. Like if you don't do the stuff like they're doing, like you don't belong among them. And there's basically two parts, okay, of your journey. Or join them, be like them, or fully focus on yourself, build a business, a bunch of online like I did. Start to build your personal brand, start to develop your psychology, your mentality, become a philosopher like me, write books, publish your books, become famous, people, help people. And basically, it saved me from depression. It saved me this feeling of lonely, but now I'm very grateful to the universe that it removed so bad people from my life. And I realized them very, very young age when I just was 21. Most of people don't realize with who they're surrounded when they're 60. So I'm very, very grateful. So what I'm trying to say, my experience of this 4 years of almost fully alone online, so fully being alone, I don't know. I don't feel lonely at all, like I don't care anymore. I get rid of a bunch of fake people who used me because of my money, my cars, my why now they try to be my friends to gain something from me, like to go on a ride with a cool car, maybe. I don't know, just I'm so happy that I got removed from all those people, like. And now I'm fully focused on myself. I realized what I want from this life, where am I going, where I gonna be, etc. But none of this would be possible if I was surrounded with those people. And now it's very, very funny. Like these 4 years of being isolated. Like for example, I meet a girl like online, Maybe she's a good girl. I don't know. Like, I still wanna believe there are good girls in this generation. Maybe she's a good one, but something I feel something wrong. Okay, like it's like in the movie Terminator. When you see everyone red, everyone as an enemy because your previous bad experiences, your previous bad people you used to meet. Like you don't trust anyone, and your peace become so valuable. Like you value your peace so much that every people are gonna be into your life, even they are very good people with pure intentions and pure heart. Okay, but because of your peace, because you are in peace with yourself so much, just your brain, your soul don't want to accept them because you get used to peace so much and so long. I'm saying 4 years and fully isolated, and it's cool, man. It's really cool. Like the main thing that removes me to be fully happy, it just I earned that bunch of money that I can live around the beach, go to party every day, maybe this stuff, like but so and the only thing that keeps me to be fully happy is just fully become remote, to live wherever I want, do whatever I want. That's it. I don't want need to anyone's validation. I don't need any fake friends into my life. I don't want any relationship at all. Thanks. No. So I'm very fully into myself. I know who am I, what I want, and where I gonna be. And so if you are in the same position, just watch this video, just hear what am I saying. Like you're not lonely. It's all inside of your head. And even you are like got betrayed like me from friends, from everyone. Like if you're stuck in the small town, just use it as your advantage. Maybe you wanted to become a pianist. Maybe you wanted to become a singer. Maybe you like to draw. Maybe you like to write like me. Maybe you wanted to start a YouTube channel, but you couldn't do because of so much distractions. So you're gonna take this as an opportunity instead of like curse. So you realize it's all for good, okay? So thanks for watching. Bye bye.